my self-published book, Rain. It is a psychological thriller about a group of young adults in a psych ward who get this new counselor that's trying to understand their mental illnesses and trying to understand them. But then the counselor shortly learns that these kids might not be crazy and that this place is actually making them crazy, all the while trying to figure out what's going on with him and his psychological demons and his problems. If you would like more information about this book, be sure to hit the link in the description box below. Supporting me and buying these books actually helps. So, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to Fiction Tea Reviews. It's been a long time, but yes, here we are. So, let's talk about Poor Thing. Poor Thing, the film, is such a great film. Oh my goodness. I really enjoyed this film from beginning to end. The visual cinema was it was not just cinematic, but it gave off a very Renaissance painting-esque way, and I feel like it's very fitting for the times right now. It was beautiful, it was dazzling, especially the scene where Bella was out and the sky was like this pink orange color, and she was in like Italy or France or something like that, and she was looking out into the sky and out at the water basically. Bella has such an innocent yet intelligent personality, and she goes from being this at-home, aimless-minded girl to this curious, adventurous young girl wanting to explore and be free. I like the relationship she had with the scientist named God and how it was very close and very fatherly and daughterly, like very close-knitted. It was kind of sweet that you could obviously tell that they like one another and enjoy one another's company. They ate together, they cuddled together, and he even gave her the go to leave because she basically was like, I'm going whether you like it or not. His husband to marry, he was literally too adorable and really sweet. He practically supported her decision to go off and hang out and be adventurous and basically have sex with a whole other random guy. And even when she returned, spoiler alert, afterwards, he basically still stayed with her and accepted her. But let's talk about Duncan. So Duncan was hilarious. He was so mad at everything she did. He basically told her, like, don't catch feelings, and then ended up being the one catching feelings and literally going crazy, going nuts. He was livid, and I did find it really funny because he would casually speak to her, and like the whole time he would be crazy, she would just be like, what does that mean? Why are you so upset? Just like calm. Spoiler, and she practically became like a prostitute. And when she came back, he's like, where'd you get the money for the food? And she's like, oh yeah, I basically had sex with this guy for money. He's like, what? Like, that's really basically the lowest form of disrespect you could do as a woman. And she's like, oh yeah, also I have this stash of money. And he's like, you had this money the whole time? Like, that's crazy. And he takes off, and like the trickle down of what he goes through after that is nuts, but it's also hilarious. So she basically ends up kicking him to the curb, and he basically takes off with the money, and she ends up then going to the brothel to go live and become a full-on prostitute. But the main reason that she does it is because she wants to become an anatomy student, to learn about anatomy, similar to her Frankenstein dad, whom I did think the correlation between the two was some sort of analogy of some sort, and I thought it was pretty clever. This movie was beautifully done, like the whole film from beginning to end, and I enjoyed it. I liked it. I would watch it again and again. It showed how Bella took control of her life in a weird, distorted, yet interesting, well drawn out way. Emma Stone, I believe that's her name, the actress, she killed it. Like, I think she won some sort of like award for this too. Yeah, the exploration of the world calls her to find an exploration within herself that she actually quite enjoyed.